Hello everyone, welcome back to 868 Hack, Plan B. Anyone watching the previous video may have seen the sub 30 minute video length and assumed we were dying. Not so, I'm just a coward. We're still alive here in this streak of 3 runs. What are the global high scores like anyway? Yeah, I don't really believe this one. All the others are probably real. I mean, you know, if we just do the same thing we've done 3 more times, we'd be up there, right? The thing is, of course, it gets more difficult because they start piling on more power-ups. User selected power-up. What is that? I don't know. Huh. It's not offering me to choose anything right now, and I doubt it would be so kind as to let me choose a power-up. This is the kind of thing that I think in principle you could look up, but part of the games by this developer is like discovering what the hell all this shit means. Why was I suddenly cursing at everything? I don't know. I know, for example, like favored progs is a power-up that was kind of annoying. It looks basically at what progs you take most often or use most often, I'm not sure, and defends them with extra defenders. I think like 2 extra. So like delay, instead of being a 4, is a 6, because delay is always one of my favorite progs. User selected power up. I don't know. Maybe it like somehow the way you interact with something, like your first interaction with something, causes a power-up to happen? I don't know. Anyway, like, the only reasonable choices here are Cyborg and Hacker, I think. So we have Column. We like Energy. With Hacker, I mean, we could hack this as this is a really nice spot to take, I think, because it's 7 resources and a discounted prog. Don't know what it is, but they're all usually workable. You can do something with them. Oh, Cull, yes, damage and kill injured enemies. There usually aren't that many of them on the screen, but if you're playing with Cull, you can try to arrange to have more of them. And it's especially good if you have, for example, demon resistance like we did in the last run. Yeah, I think make me a hacker. Alright, unsurprisingly, it still hasn't offered me a choice of power-ups. Still don't know what's happening. I'll just assume nothing happens at all, ha ha ha. Alright, I mean, I want to grab this to make sure I have some resources. And then I think I do want to grab this, whatever it is. I guess I could take Show and decide not to take this, but there's no good way to take both of them anyway. Whoa! Okay. Wait. Oh, I was gonna say, this is normally 6. Shouldn't there be 5 enemies? I only see 4, but no, there's one up here. Okay. So a column right now to take this guy out seems actually quite nice. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to use multiple columns on whatever it is. This way I just get to kill it, and then I can focus on this avenue. You idiot. I took 2 damage here. I just assumed the Cryptog was going this way. I shouldn't have shot that way last turn, should I? I guess it would be the same, right? So if I shot over here, I'd take no damage. No, I would have just taken 1 damage instead of 2. Definitely a mistake. Ouch. Well, sad. You know, a siphon next to the exit is not looking so bad right now. Although also where I'm standing is not so bad, right? Four defenders for a point and a program that could be useful. It's not so hard to defend either, but I think I need to be less greedy, given that I don't even understand what power-up is happening right now. I'm not in good shape. I'll spend my extra siphon on $7 and a heal. Oh, you do? Oh! So this can't be the end of it, though, right? Because offering me a different power-up, well, I was going to say offering me a power-up choice for each sector is, like, not that bad. Because I get to choose, instead of, like, having the worst power-up available, I get to, like, choose the best out of 2. And, but, I mean, it says it's just for Sector 2, so what I think must be going on is each sector, I'll probably be offered a choice, what I want to have for the next sector. And I guess what that means is you have to be ready for anything. Because you don't have just one power-up from the beginning of the game to the end, and you can build around it, right? You don't know what you might have in the next sector, and you have to be able to deal with more or less anything. You'll never have whatever power-up is worst for you, but you might wind up with whatever one is second worst for your current build. I don't even know what single-threading CPU does. Multitasking I know is nasty because it basically means twice as many enemies spawn at just like the ordinary, aside from when you hack walls. Once you spawn over time, you get 2 instead of 1. I have Calm, which makes that quite a bit weaker, right? I don't relish spending a Calm on level 2, but I could if I had to. I'd like to find out what single-threading CPU is, though. So far, it's nothing. Nice to know. Hey, we take quit again. Easy way to grab 3 points for this run and move on with my streak untarnished. Single-threading CPU. Something gonna happen when I siphon, maybe? It doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. And the name is similar to multitasking. So maybe they're both related to demon spawning. And this means there will be more when you siphon, whereas the other one means there's more not including siphoning. I am kind of tempted to just quit with 3 points, but that's not a way to get a good streak. You get a longer streak, but you don't get a lot of points on it. And as the streak gets longer, it gets more difficult. They add more power-ups, so... There's even score, I guess, to let you get some more points before you quit. Kind of funny. Quit costs energy, right? Yeah. I mean, I'd sort of like wait, but I'd also like this invisible prog, whatever this is. Let's go over here. It's pull, and it just spawned 4 enemies. Doesn't seem to have been anything weird. So far I felt no effects from single threading. I don't know what it's about. What else do I want to do while I'm here? Grab weight, I guess? Sure. Okay, we're out. I'll take single threading again. I don't like melee attack. It means you can only attack adjacent spaces. Single threading so far does nothing, so I mean I'm assuming eventually it does something. But I want to find out what it is. What is sort? Like, I haven't figured out what this means. Remove assorted enemies. You know, actually, if I had to guess, no, it couldn't be that strong, could it? I guess it costs 6. You could imagine it removing one enemy of each type. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Is that way too strong for the cost? I don't know, I'm not a balancer. It seems like a big cost to acquire and a big cost to use, so it doesn't seem completely out of the realm of possibility that it could do that. What's ice? Oh yeah, pause random enemies, so bad. Why did you stand here, you idiot? Fine. Do I want a poly? This is a nice defensive space. Aside from potential glitches, of course. From whom nothing is safe. There's also not a bad quit if we wanted to, like, log out with 6 points. I don't really want to do that, though. Boy, it is hard to do anything good on this floor, isn't it? Huh. There's no good places to siphon, really. This has a lot of resources, I guess, right? 8. And what else would I do? Maybe just go to the next level with my spare siphon? Could take sort. I still don't know how that works, so it would be nice to learn. It's a very labyrinthine level, right? With this long back and forth, tough to traverse. Means if an enemy spawns far away from you, it'll take a long time to get there. Maybe I should go for these 6 points. What's the danger, right? Obviously the danger is I could die. But it's a decent chunk of resources in a reasonably defensible area. In fact, if I go here, I can get into this corner pretty easily, right? Yeah. I think I'd like to try for it. Don't like this. Just let me... Okay. No, not yet? Well, I guess we're gonna have to just let that be. You know the Cryptog is here, I think? Maybe he's here. It doesn't matter that much. I'm not gonna use a column. Great luck. No glitches at all. I'm gonna use column. Because I really don't want any glitches to appear. There you go. Somewhat expensive, but it completely solves this combat that, at the moment, looks pretty safe, but could have become a problem if I didn't use column. Okay. Now, do I go for sort? I'd like to learn what it does, but it's not so easily defensible. And if I don't ever use it, I won't know what it does. I could use a credit sink, though. Mostly what I have are energy sinks right now. And at the moment, calm is up, so siphoning stuff is safer than usual. I mean, I guess I'm so used to taking, when you're siphoning something, taking the most resources you can. Like, here, you get 2 more credits compared to here, right? But this is so much more defensible. It's like a very weak siphon in that it only gets you 3 resources and a prog, but it should be much, much more defensible. I think if I grab it up here, I'll have to spend at least 2 credits defending myself, whereas here I might well spend nothing. Okay, well, I spent a little. Oh, come on, really? Okay, I guess I can wait here. I ended up spending more than I hoped to do. But imagine if I'd been out here and I'd had to deal with all that shit. Well, I don't know. Wait. When I siphoned here, enemies spawned here? I forgot that's allowed. Because they're in the same column as you, but I guess your line of sight to them is blocked by a wall, so they're allowed to spawn? Okay, interesting. Oh, oof, don't get me started with the secure trace bullshit. That's how I lost my high score streak run back in 2016. Well, I think there were 2 or 3 power-ups that game, but secure trace was one of them. Oh, secure trace and instant regeneration. I don't remember if there's anything else. Anyway, it's like every 20 turns it just zaps you. But you get... the timer goes back down to 0 when you siphon a wall, I think. I think I'd rather have the eager glitch. We learned what that is last game. Why didn't he go here? I thought glitches like to go through walls, and these were both equally good at pathing to me. Does he actually say... but if I go this way, I can go through 4 walls? I thought he only considered, like, 1 step at a time. You know what? Let's use a sort, see what happens. Okay, it does what I guessed. So, it destroys 1 of each enemy, I suspect. So I was going to have to spend quite a bit of resources there. To avoid getting tagged multiple times as I got swarmed by the glitch, the demon, and the virus behind it. Hack's pretty good, right? Is it? It's a 3-2, I think? 2-3. What's the one that's 3-2 then? I don't know. Crash? Oh, it must be Crash. Yes, of course. So this is a nice spot to siphon. It picks up 2 energy-hungry progs, which would be nice. This is a nice siphon for resources, though, and it slightly conflicts with this. Right, this is, I think, the only 9 on the field. What about up here? 7 under Plan B. Not bad, especially with column to defend the area, but I don't have a lot of energy to spend on it all. think I should be focused more on resources than on progs right now. Because I have two very energy-hungry progs, or resource-hungry progs. I can sort of, if I have enough resources, like, I can sort of handle things. I think I will try to take Plan B, though. You never know. Always have a Plan B. Now, obviously the Cryptog is right here. If I move, he'll zap me. Or I can wait and not take the damage. The question is, am I gonna, like... Am I gonna take damage again this floor? Because if not, I shouldn't waste an energy preventing a damage. It sort of depends on whether I'm going to try to pick up, like, hack or crash or something here. Or if I'm just going to grab some resources and run. I think I'm just going to grab some resources and run, which means I probably don't need to prevent the damage. My energy is pretty precious, so I'd like to get as much use out of it as I can. Not a fan of this. Okay, thank you for getting each other's way. Yeah. Well, now I wish I could spend an energy to heal one. Should we consider siphoning the exit to heal again? I don't think so. I think we should just siphon right here. I mean, we should consider it, but we shouldn't do it. What the heck is memory leak? I'm guessing somehow... There's a lot of things it could mean, I guess. It could be some kind of buff for Cryptogs. I heard on a forum post somewhere, I guess it was the Discord, that there is some power-up in Plan B that makes Cryptogs always invisible, even when they're in your row or column. Conceivably, memory leak, you could flavor it that way. It's like, oh, you can't even remember where the Cryptogs are when you can see them. Probably not, though. You could, like, forget. It could be like a fog of war thing where you can only see stuff, you can only see anything if it's in your row or column. That would be kind of cool. Somehow your programs, you might not remember what they are, or you don't remember your money. Well, might as well learn what it does. Okay, I seem to be able to see things, so it's not like a fog of war sort of thing, necessarily. I think we should probably calm here. The problem is, like, that's most of the resources that I have. Yeah, I can't really afford more stuff to spawn. Even these two glitches are a problem. Do I have to sort this? I guess I do. Alright. Well, we haven't found out what memory leak does yet. I'd like to get a bunch of energy. We could try to do that while also picking up step, but that's a bit greedy. Maybe we stand here? That's 8 energy. Over here is also 8. Here is 6 energy and we get the step. There's also 6 energy here with a few points, which would be nice. It's pretty defensible. How important is step to me? Not very. I just don't have enough energy to use stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna grab this. And then come up here and try to take 6 energy and a 4-point node. Okay. This is not bad at all. If I step towards this Cryptog, is that good somehow? It doesn't seem good. Okay, well, didn't find out what memory leak was. Ah, here's true crypto G. I guess it makes them permanently invisible is my guess. I don't have show. I do have sort, which sort of helps with both of these, right? Equally. Are you like only allowed to shoot at them in melee range, or can you shoot at them anywhere, but like you won't know you're walking into them, like, whether you're walking or shooting? I'd like to try True Cryptog, see how it works. Okay, what are my plan Bs here? We have Calm, which I'm probably going to use right now anyway. D-Bomb, Reduce, and 2 unknowns, huh? Okay. I mean, one of them might be Delay, but that's not a reason to use plan B, I don't think. Oh, there's Attack Up as well. Be pretty expensive, but nice to hit, maybe? So Calm still seems good. I'm trying to convince myself that plan B is a good idea. I don't think it actually is. How far away are all these demons? This one's closer than this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're equally close. So D-Bomb would kill both of them, which is cute. Really? One? Oh, because I'm down 1. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So a D-Bomb is not so bad. Reduce is a little bit silly. Calm is fine. I was planning to use it anyway. Attack Up is fine. Whatever these are, who knows? Let's go for it. Plan B, baby. I have placed a trap under me. Okay, well, that's not very good, but also not very expensive. Let's just do another. Plan B. Calm. All right. Well, probably don't want to do another one. Attack Up and Calm is a bit overkill, I think. I was really hoping to get this guy killed before I used my sword. So that would be making sure to kill a full health one. Maybe I should have just used sword before I damaged this guy at all. But I didn't do that. Alright, sort me, I guess. Nice shooting. I got the Cryptog, so I'm not going to find out how that works. Okay. So all my plan B did was waste 1 energy? Credit. What do we want from this place? I mean, while it's calm, I should consider taking 6 points. But really, it's going to be calm on every floor from now on, so I shouldn't let that influence me, actually. I'm thinking just take more resources. The problem is there's so little energy. Maybe I go here? Get a new toy, while also refilling on energy. And then I can get a solid chunk of credits up here or here. This is 8 and 2. This is 9 and 0. So we probably want the 8 and 2, but yeah, I mean, I guess let's just do it now, right? It's step after all, huh? Whether you wanted it or not, it's here. Okay, well, fine. We're looking pretty good for living through things. Demon resistance is fine, I think. What are my plan Bs? Wait. Oh, that's a dangerous one. Oh! The fire is still there. It didn't stay on the level. That makes sense. It's like enemies that persist. Okay, so it wasn't a waste, actually. It was kind of nice. Damaging this guy for free. But having weight in your plan B list is pretty dangerous. The good news is everything else in my plan B, like if I could just have plan B as row, that would be pretty nice. But I don't want to reduce, I don't want to wait, so we're not going to plan B today, probably. We're just going to get through this with calm and sort. Keep calm and sort on. That is a lot of demons. Okay, well, here's sort number 1, I guess. And a calm. Interesting. It damages him, but didn't make him skip his turn. That's not how I would have guessed it works. Okay, I want to time things so that I can get back here. I mean, I guess worst case I'm spending a weight, so I shouldn't stress too much about it, but if there's a way I can guarantee I don't have to wait, that would be nice. Like, I want... There's going to be one demon who's going to be, like, standing here blocking the door, and one who isn't, right? And I want the one blocking the door, his health should be the opposite parity, or the same parity, I guess, as the other guy's distance from the choke point, right? So if I could get a guy here who had health 4, while the other guy was standing here, that would be lovely. Obviously that won't happen because they're both at 4 health right now, but so if I move back and shoot, this guy will be at 2, and this guy, and he'll be standing here. And this guy we'll have gotten to here, and he'll be at 4. So that parity would be wrong. What if I shot this way and then backed up? Now this guy's at 4. Standing here. And this guy is standing here, right? So that works. I think that works. Yeah. Okay. So row would be really nice to pick up. We should get that here. Other than that, I might go for the 3 points here, maybe. Or actually this. It's a little tougher to defend, but it is discounted. And it's not like this is easy to defend. It's just that it's only 3, so I probably will be okay. I don't know why I thought stepping away would help there. Alright, I guess we'll just sort these guys. And yeah, let's take our chances on this one. Okay, chances taken. It's a little spicier than I would have liked. I would have preferred for it to be like a 3 that's guarded by 2 dudes, but, you know, can't have everything. Sword? Okay, the Cryptog has not worked out as well as I would have liked. I think my only play here is to wait. No. They're calm. And this is the last thing I'm doing before I go to the level, so I can just take a damage. Alright. I've heard of halved virus. I've never seen it. I don't know what it is. I heard it's even more miserable than improved virus movement. I'm just going to go with eager glitch. Oh, I didn't realize we were on the last sector. I thought we had one more to go, but obviously that was incorrect. Well, we're certainly calming, and I'm pretty sure we're moving north. Oh, I should keep in mind my plan Bs. I have antivirus and undo. Well, okay, but sort seems better than that. Alright, problem solved. Alright, how many points do we think we can get away with today? Steps are a way to run to the exit very quickly, if you have enough energy, which at the moment I don't have that much, but I have some. It would be very nice to pick up the 7 and then like the 6 and the 8. That's a little greedy. The 7's not so easy to defend. I would have to use probably a sort or maybe even 2. But that's not so much. And after that, I would have some choices. I think a siphon on one of these 2 squares is probably too greedy. Because it would just cost me so many steps to get to the exit. And I don't think I could actually fight things off. So I would have to be fleeing instead of fighting, which is fine. That's how I like to handle Sector 8. I just don't think I'd have enough energy to actually flee successfully. If I had also already done this. But I believe if I just picked up a pile of energy from somewhere, I could pick up the 6 and the 8 without much danger, possibly with none. Because it's how many steps to get from there to the exit, like in the worst case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18 energy. But you don't have to spend all of those as steps. At least one of them can be an ordinary free move, and I think always at least 2? No, that's not true. Might be only 1. So that would be 15 energy, which I can muster. So I can certainly pick up 14 points here if that's what I want to do, but I could try to do something more ambitious, perhaps. Like take this 7. I think with sort I can take this 7 and then maybe I have to back down and only take an 8, but that's still better than just taking a 6 and an 8. So I think we go for the 7 here. Okay. I think we walk south, so I have an easy line of sight to these two. Line of fire even. Okay. I think a single sort handles this whole thing, so that's what I will do. Wow. That's a lot. Alright, and now I believe we have a guarantee that we can pick up this 6 and this 8. Right? We could try stepping onto, like, here, so we could pick them up from closer to the exit. Like, step onto this square, siphon the question and the 8, and then walk out. But, yeah, like, I could definitely do that. Right? Walk here, step here, siphon. I'm at 10 energy. Walk, step, step, step. That works. But it's only better if this question mark is more than a 6, right? Assuming I can guarantee safe exit from here, which I believe we calculated that I can, right? There's 14 enemies, plenty of room for them to spawn without spawning on these 2 squares. So they won't spawn on these 2 squares. Then I'll have 16 energy. Walk here. They all hatch. Step, 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 step. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15 energy, which I have. Right? So I think that's the way to go. Hi guys, nice to see you. I'll be leaving now if that's okay. Zoop, zoop. Alright, well, I mean, we got 21 points on the last level and finished with 38, so yeah, the last level's where I do all of my scoring. Cool beans. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.